Good Sunday morning, everybody. Welcome to Sunday with Spirit. For my new people, this is not a political poll. This is a group of like-minded people gathering around in a circle, ever expanding, never ending, and we are raising our vibration bit by bit, leap by leap. And as we raise our vibration, that will raise the vibration of the people around us, and that's how we affect change. And so this week, we're not going anywhere. We're still around a fire. We're still sharing things. So as you imagine yourselves walking out of your 3D space into a higher vibrational space, whatever that is. Some people it's going to a church, some people it's going to nature. However you do that, just imagine stepping out of the troubles, the tribulations, the worries of this world and going to a place where there aren't any troubles, worries, pain. And for this week, what I'd like to focus on a little bit is as we move into the North American winter months, changing the seas as the seasons change. I want to reflect back on what we started, what we were involved with, what we're grateful for, maybe what should be let go now, gratefully, and what we should prepare for in the winter months so that we can start spring, so we can start a new project. But we can't jump from fall to spring without going through the winter. And the winter is a time of preparation for me, and this is just in this one instance, but for me it's a time of preparation, reflection, building up the warmth, sitting by a fire and feeling that cold and warm at the same time, and just feeling that warmth that is just, it radiates through you. You step away from it a little bit and you go, ooh, it's cold. It's good cold. But getting back into the fire, not into the fire, but close to it. And that feeling is just so comforting. It's like a big fuzzy blanket. All right, let's take a look at this, where we are. When I was shuffling these cards, I'm going to drop it down in a minute. When I was shuffling, this card fell out. Follow the leader. This is Colette Baron Reed's Enchanted Map. And for you guys to get dizzy, I'm going to drop the camera down. When I looked at the Enchanted Map, Follow the Leader, it was... Is that camera right? I hope I'm not is that right? I think that's right. There we go. Sorry. Follow the leader. When we are in a higher vibration, people are attracted to us. People will look at that and go, how did you get there? How do you have so much abundance? How do you have a smile on your face during these times? And people will follow you when your vibration is high. Now, consequently, if you're living in fear, and you're fear-based, that also attracts, because they're just in this negative, fearish place that they think company will help them. But it just brings them deeper in. So anyway, let's look. what I have here, I have Prism Oracle. I have, oh, I forgot the name of this deck. Hang on. Because it's so beautiful. Sacred Earth Oracle here. Mystical Shaman Oracle, and Colette Baron reads both of them. Enchanted Map. All right. So as we transition from fall to winter, what should we be thankful for? What should we keep working on? You know, we didn't quite finish the project. What project did we finish and we should let go of? Let's not hang on to it anymore. We worked on it. We solved it, if that's the right word. But we're done with it. Be grateful that we're done with it. I was watching Ann Ortel, I think that's her name, through Astrology Hub, and she goes, after 2 years, I'm done. And it's all about, well, thank you, Ann, for those 2 years. That was great. That was great. Not like, oh my God, she left. All right, so let's just take a look. You can pick 1, 2, or 3. You can go in a diagonal. You can go up. Don't ask me how, because I'm not there yet. Anything. And it can be just all of them, and then you go, oh no, that one, and this one really spoke to me. However it works, and however you interpret the cards. But it's kind of like, but where I want to go with this, not kind of like, where I want to go with this is, what did we work on? What did we finish? What did we not finish? What do we let go of? Where do we go in the winter? And maybe we'll get some ideas on what to start thinking about for after the winter. But it's mainly, what do we want to do in winter? What do we want to let go of? All right, Prism Oracle. Anxiety. Yeah, let's hang on to that for a while. That's something that needs to be let go of. When I look at this card too, it feels like, it looks like something under a microscope, amoebas or something. Is this the virus that we should be letting go of? This isn't a predictive reading, but that just popped into my head. So if that is what we need to let go of, because I don't see how anxiety will serve us in any way. We have to find discernment. We have to look at the truth. What is the truth of everything that's causing this anxiety? And I go back to the mainstream news. They feed us so much anxiety, and we buy into it a lot. I have this news feed that is just, the headlines, I go, oh my God. And I click on them, I go, that had nothing to do with the headline. So what's the truth in the anxiety? I got this card last night, Sweat Lodge. Go into the dark place. Don't be afraid to go into the dark place within yourself. Take a look. Poke around a little bit. What's true, what's not true? What is something that you should be letting go of, that you think that you should hang on to? Nah, you should maybe let it go. That's that anxiety. Let it go. You don't need it. coming apart. All right, so as we sit in our anxiety, trying to figure out what the truth is, if we go within ourselves and we poke at all the little dark places in the sweat lodge and all the light places, I like to hang out in the light places a lot because we tend to focus on all the bad things, focus on the good things. But I guarantee you, certain things will be coming apart. Certain things that you don't need. You don't need that anxiety. Disassociate that anxiety from you. Pull that apart. Take the good stuff. May not be, really pleasant while you're in there. It may be a little scary. And then again, it may be wonderful in there. All right, row 2. What should you hang on to? What should you let go of? Well, just surrender. Go, okay, all right, it's time. I'm not fighting anymore. I'm going downstream more. Go downstream. It's not always about going upstream. Oh, but it is all about the motion. I just heard the Maria Mulder song. Anyway. It's all about the motion. And she feels like when you look at this, we were talking about, I was just talking about the stream going upstream or downstream. This feels like she's underwater. And it looks like right there is a bird. Is that her intuition? She's hanging on to something. Maybe she should let go. Look at that. She's hanging on to something. What happens if she lets go when she's in that motion underneath that water, in that deep? Is that scary, or is it an exhilarating ride? If you're hanging on to something, you're just getting pummeled by the water. But if you let go, it's like, whoo, and off you go. Ancient ones. Surrender to the motion of the ancient ones. And who are the ancient ones for you? As this veil keeps getting thinner and thinner, we become more aware of who our ancient ones are. And I feel for me, it's all about surrender and going with the flow and inviting the ancient ones in. Into the unknown. Come on in. Let's have a party into this unknown place, into this sweat lodge. In the third row, we should really look at that happiness. I think we'll keep that. So as we move into the winter months and we're in the fall and we're looking back and we go, how'd we do? How'd we do with that happiness? Do we need to have more? Do we need to have less? Do we need to surrender to the happiness? Let go of anxiety, surrender, and you will get happiness? Yes. Dependability. What should we hang on to? What should we let go of? What worked? What didn't? How dependable were you to your neighbors? How dependable were you to yourself? Because that's really where we are in this circle, is raising our vibration internally so that it can be shared with others. So it's not about other people. How dependable you were to other people, it's how dependable you were to yourself. That's what I'm hearing. How dependable am I for me? It's all about me. Ooh. And if you think that, then you're going to get struck by lightning. So you got to give it up a little bit. It can't be about you all the time. Oh, I love it. Lightning. I don't know where this row's going so much. Field of Dreams. Okay. I find it really fascinating. Anxiety, surrender. These rows are kind of like, let it go. Don't hang on to the anxiety. Surrender to the motion, go into the unknown. This last row is all about what we should embrace, what we should keep with us, it feels like. What we did this last couple of seasons as we go into our winter months. Maintain this happiness. Maintain your dependability. Watch out for lightning. It's a good thing. Lightning strikes. It's like, boom. Whoa. What just happened? Kind of scares you a little bit. This is so slow, this awakening in the sweat lodge. It's so slow. It's like, oh my gosh. I'm really sweating. I need to get out of here. And with the lightning, it's like, boom. You got it. And it throws you into the field of dreams. So as we go into the winter months with this bottom row, make sure that we have our field of dreams planted with positive attitudes, with happiness. You know, when we start looking at our lives and what we've accomplished, and we pull ourselves apart and we dissect things, we jump into the unknown, we find fields of dreams, things that work for us. The sweat lodge, we see the ancient ones, and we could be surprised quickly. The truth brings us motion and dependability. If we have anxiety, surrender to happiness. All right. Well, thank you guys for being with me, for joining the circle on Sunday with Spirit. Whenever you're watching, whatever, it doesn't necessarily need to be today or tomorrow. It's just whenever. You just add to the circle. Thank you again. Thank you again. All right. Peace and love.